It's very difficult to run a school and also run a research program at the same time. Having research in the schools informs our practice, and so being able to do some action research with someone who has so much knowledge in this arena was really valuable to me.
How do we fundamentally change the relationship between learning science and teaching practice? It's a 2-year longitudinal study that's been sponsored by the National Science Foundation and has been just an absolute delight to do. UCSF had developed this incredible technology that allowed us to take our science out of the lab and into the wild by figuring out how to put these computer-based programs onto iPads, making them adaptable, making them engaging so that the kids can actually be handed an iPad, play through a series of games that are not actually games.
I think I raised my hand first, or I was one of the fastest ones to do that, because I'm really fascinated about the data that we're taking about the science of learning, and then how do we actually apply that in the classroom.
What makes a great partner school is really an understanding that if we can have evidence-based decision-making, that the learning of the school can potentially be advanced more quickly.
I think there are a lot of districts that are really interested in this. Is, up and coming. This is kind of changing the face of research in practice and action research in schools.
The students were fully engaged, and they look forward to the days when they were being pre or post tested or whatever activity was going on that day.
They're coming and they're gathering data, but they're not just, they recognize that there's stuff we still have to teach, mandated curriculum and number of minutes and PE, all that.
And now as the data starts to roll in, it's how you can use that. And it looks promising information. It's different type of data than we've ever really looked at before at a school.
We don't want research to seem like a burden. We want to actually change the conversation around what research might be, because we're hoping that research can be something that is seen as a really powerful tool that students and teachers and administrators can bring into their classrooms.
I remember 3 different teachers reached out to me and spoke to me or sent me emails saying that they wanted to do more and they wanted to be more involved. It caught fire with them. Like, they really saw the value in it, and they want their class tested, or they want to support it in some way.
Broadly speaking, as administrators, we have to look at the big picture for the whole school of how are our kids doing? Are we doing interventions that are doing them any good?
I think that's really critical as researchers come in. How do you benefit a school? How do you benefit individual children?
And when you start seeing projects like this come through that have enormous potential for changing the face of education and kind of building that bridge between what we do, when we learn as teachers in the university setting, and then you bring it to work, and then it's so different. We're bringing those pieces together.
It was me saying, we have a large challenge to solve together, and you have a piece of the puzzle, and we have a piece of the puzzle. How can we do this together?